welcome, ladies and gentlemen, week 10 of the Lsem Cup. I'm SSR Mayhem, and alongside me is SSR Red Raider here tonight to bring you tonight's action here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the NASCARs here in week number 10. And Red Raider, tonight's race is the B main. Top 5 drivers will advance to Sunday's night's event, which you are also in as you qualified into the A main. What are you looking forward to here tonight?
I'm just looking forward to some clean racing at the moment. No problems on any blade. One of the drivers I'm looking forward to win this race is SSR Woody. He's been running pretty good. Would have qualified into the A main, but he was having some little problems with his internet. But I heard that he might actually make the race, so we might see him on Sunday. But regardless of that, I expect him to win this race. He is one of my favorites.
Well, and I gotta say here, we got word here today that SSR Woody 19 is actually able to race in Sunday's race now, but due to the fact that he had to wait, the fact that he was late on letting us know, and because we already had everything processed through, that he is forced to race in tonight's race. Wolfpack, who actually dropped down to the B main to make sure he gets positional points, will not be in Sunday's race. So, therefore, actually it's a little flip-flop there, but forcing Woody to actually have to race his way through the field here tonight. So we're looking forward to seeing what Woody can do if he can get up through the field. But you said Woody's your favorite, and he's probably one of the top favorites here tonight. But I'm going to go with SSR Wolfpack here tonight. I think Wolfpack has one of the most consistent cars leading up through this qualifying session this week. He showed a lot of speed in the car, and I wouldn't doubt, as Wolfpack has dropped out, it looks like that they all dropped out, so we're going to have to make a new party. I believe that there was an issue with the beginning. I think somebody stalled out or had some issues with getting going. The game probably took a little while, so we're going to retry that again here, and we're going to pull them out of the lobby. And the reason for that is because whether you finish the races or not, they do mess up due to the fact that Forza has a couple of bugs in it. So to avoid glitches and whatnot, we have to create a new lobby. So sometimes, and I'm assuming that what happened was Red Raider was somebody didn't jump right away. So got some damage. Simulating damage being on. Probably caught the back end of a car, gave him a lot of damage, and we want to start races where we don't have that problem.
Yeah, another issue that we have to be wary of as one of the bugs that's going on Forza right now is the desynchronization issue, where you, the driver, could be driving your car along the way, and the opposing driver could be right in front of you, but next you know they would disappear right off your screen. You wouldn't be able to see them.
And like,
so we also have to be wary of that.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so that's something to also be wary of. So if you see any particular wrecks happening, whereas you see one of the drivers like getting spun out by another driver, but the driver who basically the so-called culprit, an issue, his car might not be affected. That would be one of the reasons as well, because he did not see the driver who was who was in front of him, who he so-called wrecked. It's not intentional, ladies and gentlemen. That's just the way things go in Forza Motorsport. They fix one bug, another one pops up. So that's just something you have to take into consideration. I'm pretty sure everybody in the Forza community knows about this issue currently. I'm pretty sure Turn 10, the people who create Forza, are doing their best to try and fix the issue. But at this particular time, we just have to do our best to wait it out.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there. One of the big problems is trying to avoid bugs and glitches and just staying out of trouble with that. And normally it works out pretty well. So I mean, it is what it is, but we normally have everything underhand, and I just got confirmation from SSR Kamikaze, who's in control of that driver's party right now. He is the head honcho and letting me know what's going on, as he's also having to race his way in here tonight. But going back to what we were saying, if there's a dark horse in this race, Red Raider, who would your option? Who would you pick? I'll give you two drivers to select from out of this entire field.
Man. Dark horses. Well, one of the dark horses I have to be Lsem Butler. I know he's known to be an aggressive driver, but hopefully he takes that aggressiveness and is actually really careful with it tonight. And if he is, and picks the right time to pass some of the other drivers on the track, he might actually win this race.
And
another one. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say Butler's one of my dark horses as well, but I have another one that I have favorited over that.
And who would that be?
Well, I like HCR Colonel. I think HCR Colonel's, he might have not practiced or qualified this week, but this is something that he likes a lot. He likes those NASCARs. He's a guy that does a lot of racing for HCR, so I'd be watching him more than anybody tonight, other than Butler, has two dark horses in my book.
It's kind of funny. He's HCR Colonel's also another one of mine as well, so. We got something we agree on.
Yeah, well, we agree for well. So we'll see what happens here. PBS Proud in a B main once again. He missed qualifying, so he's going to have to fight in cars that he's not normally accustomed to and not a big fan of. But nonetheless, definitely another one to watch out for, as he's been one of the top drivers in this series, one of the most consistent drivers, other than Ineffable and Cody Pendon. And also Turk Scorpio, who's supposed to be here tonight, will miss this event. And hopefully Lucas McBees understands that you do not have to go on pit road. He just got lucky there.
What's going on?
Alright, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go green flag racing here. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the baby, let's go racing. And Lucas McBees out front right now as he is leading the pack in the turn number one here. So far, so good. The drivers coming in, turn ones and two. Seems like there'll be no problems as we pull up the map here. Everybody's still in line with one another. SSR Kamikaze going down a position to Lsem Drago. And HCR Colonel right there got up one position. Now he's going to the outside of SSR Kamikaze as he takes over the third spot. PBS Proud not too far behind them. And there's Henji losing one position, but Wolfpack now moved up 2 positions as they go in turns 3 and 4. So far, so good, Red Raider. And what do you like seeing here in this first lap?
It's expected in the first lap, pretty close. Valley position. Hopefully everybody takes it the right way as they should. A lot of times people might get antsy driving in on the first lap, which isn't really recommended, but some people do it anyway. But as far as I'm concerned, it's typical NASCAR racing.
And we have our first hitter, SSR Woody, seems to get some damage on the car, so he's got to get his up, and he does. He's quite a bit of damage, so he's got to get his car back on the track. And Woody, knowing that he has to.
Actually, it looks like we have a caution as McNeese is slowing down, so caution
is out. Caution is out indeed. So one of the rules here, we aren't using NASCAR rules, so the first caution of the race, the thing was, if the car wasn't too bad bouncing off the wall, then they would be considered a caution. But if it was hard enough to where, it was, dramatic enough to be really hard, which obviously it must have been for Woody, that would bring out the caution, which it did. But so far, Lucas McBees out front, not a guy you'd expect to be out front this early in the race. He did start on the pole, but he's showing that he's got a very strong car early in this race.
Let's see if anybody else with damage goes to the pit, and it looks like nope, no one. So Woody was the only one who got damage on that.
Alright, and they're going back green here. Alright, so we're back racing. and I'm sure they've all decided that that's what they wanted to do. They said no one needed to pit, let Woody catch right up to the field. And I'm going to follow Woody for a little bit. Looks, you stay on the leaders. I'm going to see what Woody's doing back there as he had to restart back in 10th. Right now he's working on Raptor, who's a little bit into the grass right now. There goes SSR Woody to the outside of Raptor. And so far so good here on the race start. And we got Lsem Zombie here tonight. Lsem Zombie, welcome to the commentating booth with us here as we actually have a full house of commentators tonight. This is not something I'm used to, so I'm glad to have you guys alongside us here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where Lucas McMeans is still leading here after the restart now. Once again, we were talking about dark horses early in this race. HDR Crow right on the back bumper of LSM Drago. And not too far behind him, it looks like, I believe that's
Kamikaze wants to join into the fight. But it looks like Colonel's pulling away a little. Oh, wait a minute. Colonel's making a move on Drago. Oh, they made contact.
Yeah, he got a little loose there off of exit. You know, we talk about these four corners, and I want to go to you, Zombie. What makes this track so difficult?
We have another caution at the back. Who is this that have wrecked?
And it looks like LCM the Butler. And Butler with all sorts of damage. The driver's a little bit antsy here early. Woody with his second wreck as
actually three drivers involved. SSR Woody, SSR Hajni, and LSEM the Butler.
Answering your question though, what makes it really difficult is, although it looks like it's a perfectly symmetrical rectangle, every single turn's a different angle and radius. So each turn you have to go through it a different way.
I actually wholeheartedly agree with that. Practicing, yes, when I was qualifying the other day, the two main corners that I found myself to be exactly the same, in my personal opinion, were turns 2 and 3, where turn 1 is a little tricky to get right. You have to make sure that you turn it in just perfectly, otherwise you'll be end up hitting the outside wall, which is actually pretty easy to do on exit. Turn 4 is, I would say, it's the same as turn 1, but it's a little bit more easier to exit out of, simply because you're already like a little bit slower than usual coming out of turn 3. So if anything, I think I look forward to one corner to be problematic for a few of the drivers, that would be turn 1 due to its unpredictability.
And it looks like the drivers helped out Butler as much as they could here, so Butler's going to have to fight his way. And it looked like Hajni was waiting for them, so I'm assuming that Hajni might have caused the accident, and being the respectable man he is, waiting up, but it looks like Butler said go on. So pit road should be open this time by. Currently, nothing's really changed, but I gotta say, HDR Colonel moved up the field rather fast there, Red Raider. As sitting in the 3rd position, I know that we had that restart and some things happened there, but he made some moves really early, and so did Wolfpack. I mean, those guys came from way in the back of the pack to be in the top 5. And Woody's going to make his pit stop.
Yeah, I think had it not been for that caution happening, Corona would probably be in first, because he was making a good move on Drago, and both of them had caught up to Lucas McNeese fairly quickly, and I think they both would have ended up having basically right about now.
And it looks like Hajni will stay out, so no damage to his car. He was just waiting, making it back to pits as well. So good to see those guys getting back, but now they're going to have to hurry up and catch up to that field now, because the next lap they're going green. And PBS Proud also made a pit stop, so Proud making an early pit stop here. Zombie, you know, you've been driving these cars probably all week, getting ready for your race on Sunday, as long as alongside with Red Raider here, you both will be in action on Sunday. You know, it seems like it's more of a fuel mileage race than tires. From what I've heard, the tires are not really the main factor here this week. It's about what you do on fuel mileage, and the fact that there's no mandatory pit stops. Pit strategy takes a big factor here this week.
Yeah, that's I never even heard of that till now. So thinking about that, I gotta go see how many laps Sin can do, because maybe I can save some fuel by drafting off of somebody.
And Zombie, we were talking earlier about who we think is going to win tonight's race. The top 5 advance to Sunday's race, and we also have some dark horse picks. But we want to hear yours. Who do you expect to win this race here tonight? And who's a dark horse that you think will come out of nowhere?
Well, I see Proud. I see Proud is in this race, which I'm actually surprised by. I thought he wasn't racing, but I'd say he's going to be making it into A lobby. He's usually a lobby driver. I'd say Raptor will end up in A lobby as well, and I could see Butler, Colonial, and also maybe too.
Well, geez, you made a lot of picks there. Well, if there's one person that sticks out the most to you, who would that be?
I'd say Proud just because he's always an A lobby driver, so I'm pretty sure he'll end up taking home the win.
Well, 53 laps is a lot to go here.
Yeah, NASCAR, it's not really predictable.
And that's what a lot of excitement is for this week. And drivers have been getting excited as we go back to green here. It's been very exciting for a lot of these drivers. I know that Lsem, the Butler, and a few others were really excited for the first NASCAR race. And how do you feel about this week?
Oh, sorry, say it again.
I just want to know your take. Were you thrilled when this race came up this week, as a lot of other drivers did, or is this one of those like, oh man, I don't know, type of tracks?
Oh yeah, I don't know about this. This is a whole different thing. I don't know how it's gonna go for me. I might not even come in the top 3.
We got a 3-car draft in the back of the pack, and Proud dropped back to 10th here. Woody pushing Hodgney off into turn 3, and he's doing what he has to do here. And Woody is the biggest one to say that drafting is a big part of this track. Not many people would think of that, but if you can get the draft going, you can get a lot of good things. And there goes
the draft. It's a big thing.
Boy, SSR Kamikaze now, he's catching up to Wolfpack in the draft. This is going to be a battle for 4th at the moment.
And Lucas McMees giving up the lead to Colonel. So Colonel now the race leader. Actually, yes, Colonel is the race leader. LCM Drago second. So whatever happened there between those guys mixed it up a little bit. And there goes Kamikaze on the back bumper of Wolfpack. He's looking down low. Can he stick? He does not. He goes up a little high. So far, so good here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. If you were just tuning in, this is week 10 of the LCM Cup theme main here tonight as we are racing here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the NASCARs. And Brett Breer, what was that?
Kamikaze's opened up the door for Raptor. Raptor's closing in.
And Raptor, one of those guys that you never know, you just don't know what he brings to the table as he's driving that Jurassic Park 99 machine here tonight. And he's going to the inside of Kamikaze.
Oh, McGee's made contact with the wall. Throwing in Kamikaze. Raptor takes advantage, passes Kamikaze. Wolfpack passes Lucas McNeese for 3rd.
And Raptor lost that position, so he didn't come out of the exit very good here. So he's trying to avoid that wall. Kamikaze going back down low. And, you were talking about those corners earlier, Zombie, and you could really see how different they are. I took a car out earlier this week myself to practice. And thought about racing myself, but then, I was like, seeing these times, like, man, I can't compete. So I just kept away from it. But what I can tell is every corner is different, and you were going over that earlier.
Yeah, and another thing is the way the drivers take the turns too. I'm noticing some drivers go in wide and then come out narrow, or they'll go in narrow and come out wide. There's many different lines I'm seeing being taken.
And Wolfpack here slowly creeping up on Drago, and Wolfpack determined to get to the front. He's telling us all week how fast his car was and how happy he was with the cars. He goes to the inside of Drago. They're going side by side, going into 3. Can Drago hold? And that's the hard part here, I would say, Zombie, is holding the outside line. It's really difficult. And Drago holding position. He's holding tight. Wolfpack all over the back bumper. As we pull up the map here, you can see how spread the field is right now. All the way back to the back of the pack. PPS Proud and Hodgney battling out for 9th place. In front of them, Woody and the Butler digging it out. But right now, the big battle is Wolfpack and Drago. And there goes Wolfpack to the inside. Drago holding the outside. He closes the door. He gets right to the back end of Drago.
And we got a battle for 4th going on. Lucas McNeese went really low. He got in a little bit to the grass. That allows Kamikaze to catch up to him a little bit, making some rounds.
And so we
Yeah,
got
Kamikaze
battles here.
going into turn 3.
We got a couple of really good battles going on here. I think Woody actually got around Butler, and he did. So Woody now moving up the field as he's been involved in some of the accidents here tonight. As SSR Kamikaze go way wide, but look who it is, guys. Raptor in the 99 machine looking again. He says, hey, don't forget about me. I'm not out of this yet. And Zombie, you know, you've been racing with Raptor throughout the season. He's had his highs, had his lows, but it looks like he's found his calling here in the NASCARs tonight.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised. Like, this is exceptional driving from him. I had to give the driver the day, probably give it to him.
They're going 3 wide. Oh, it's a turn. Look at the knees. He's collecting. Kamikaze, Raptor. They all connected. Oh, Butler barely missing out. Caution is out. Caution is out. So 3 cars collective. Lucas McMee's up against the wall, nearly fully flipped. Just Kamikaze had nowhere else to go, and then Raptor just getting that light tap, which spins him around as well. That was some really
difficulty holding the car.
Really wild racing. Raptor just now collecting his thoughts as let's check out his damage, as he's got full rear damage all over the car. He's going to definitely have to make a pit stop there. Lucas McMees, who literally flipped, also has complete damage on the back of the car, and also his driveline is 100% gone. Kamikaze, who kind of connected his front damage.
Ooh, Raptor just lost the rear.
Yeah, Kamikaze has damage at the front of his car and on the side, so he will definitely pick this lap.
And Kamikaze entering pit road, that's a little too fast.
Man, oh man.
This is what's going to make this race interesting, is all these unpredictable cautions. Anybody can win this.
This is exciting stuff so far early in this race, and this is what we were looking forward to all week long, as Kamikaze got a warning about the way he entered pit road on caution a little too fast. He should not be flying up through the field like that, so he was given a previous warning. But other than that, what
I feel like we're gonna see somebody win tonight that hasn't won any race yet this series so far. Like
He's gonna stop. You said that your dark horse was PPS Proud?
Proud struggling early on in this race. But it's a long race. He hasn't practiced in this car at all this week, so this is not something he's ready for, but he's accepted the challenge, and he's here tonight as PPS Lucky actually missed the calling for the B main tonight.
Yeah, but you may think that PPS Proud may not have the experience that's usually required for driving these type of cars, but I'm looking at the race info right now. PPS Proud does have the fastest lap right now with a 48.918 at the moment.
And, you know, that's a great thing to point out. He might not be showing it on the track so far, and don't mind the top speed here, ladies and gentlemen. The top speed was not 346 miles per hour, but that's a glitch with the game. But you have to recognize that 48.9, that is actually a main type lap if it was qualifying. So could we see him get up to the field? He's struggling early on, but maybe there's some light with that fast time. As here we go, Colonel about to lead the field off, and I want to watch what happens between third and fourth, because Woody is now up to fourth on this restart. Here they go. Raptor digging down low already on Lucas McMees in the back of the pack. And there goes Wolfpack looking up high, going down low on Drago. They're side by side exiting turn 1, entering turn 2. And it looks like Woody's going to go down low as well. Can Drago close the door? They get loose.
Can Drago hold it?
No!
And he doesn't hold it. And it's caution.
Oh, man.
And he just got all sorts of PPS Proud nearly missing that mess as he had to dig way down low. What? Wow, these guys are really going all out early on. They know, but you know, Zombie, and I gotta ask you, and Red Rare, you could go off this too. This early in the race, there's still 45 laps to go. 45 laps to go. Is this necessary to go all out so early, make the aggressive block, make the aggressive pass? Is it really worth it?
Absolutely not. And you guys know this for a fact. We see this a lot. Race sports, GT endurance lobby. Everybody trying to there's a lot of inexperienced drivers in that lobby that try and win everything in the first lap. And all the thing they need to do is take their time because there is a pit stop that everybody needs to make, or else they would get basically disqualified for that race. So I don't see any reason for everybody to be passing the way they are currently. Let the field spread out a little bit. Then go ahead and make your move. There's still 40-something laps left in the race. There's no need for this at the moment. Now, maybe with 10 laps left, yeah, that would be more understandable. But at this particular moment, no, I do not think so.
I would slightly counter that. I would say, being that it's oval racing, it's harder to overtake than on a circuit. So you want that position, because then you can hold it. But yet again, like you said, it's still too early in the race. You don't know if someone in front of you will have an accident, so then you didn't really need a push in general, because that person is going to make the mistake. It's a combination of many things.
And, a lot of people that don't know much about NASCAR and any type of oval racing, people think it's just get in a car, go fast, go fast. It's really one of the hardest racing out there, one of the hardest challenges for a lot of people. And when they get in the car, especially on a video game, even in real life, people don't realize how hard it is to drive side by side, 200 miles per hour. I mean, that's not an easy task.
Oh yeah, it's probably one of the hardest forms of racing I've played so far in this game.
Here we go. And we got to show fast time, PPS Proud, who's currently sitting in that 5th spot. I'm going to go in the back of the pack to see how this goes up with Raptor up to 8th, Hodgney in 9th, Drago in 10th, Lucas McNeese in 7th. These are 4 guys that were up in the front of the pack. Well, Hodgney was kind of mid-pack, but
somebody got a little jump.
And there's a brake check. Now, the question is, did anybody get any damage from that?
I guess they're going around another lap?
It looks like it.
Now, wait a minute. Let me check to see if they picked up any damage.
No damage on Proud, no damage on Lucas McNeese. Everybody's good, so it was a bad start.
See, that happens when you jump the gun. That's why you need to have patience on restarts. You never know who's gonna spin their wheels.
These guys are really jumpy tonight, guys. I mean, this is the most. There's a difference between crazy and alpine. I think, and I would say just excited. I think right now these drivers are really excited. I don't think it's out of line yet. I think these guys are just trying their best to really battle. I mean, it's not easy. We just covered that. This is not an easy race. You gotta be able to hold lines, know your braking patterns, know where to be, know how to back off, and especially on restarts. Restarts are so crucial when it comes to NASCAR. So here we go again. I'm riding on SSR Woody right now, so I don't know where you guys are locked in at, but right now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be riding along with SSR Woody here on this restart, with HDR Colonel currently leading, making his late appearance. So here we go, back to green flag racing, and Woody with a nice restart right on the back bumper of Butler, so watch out here.
Got a jump on Kamikaze back here. Lucas McNeese with a good jump on SSR Kamikaze, passes him going into turn 1, and then you got Raptor joining into the fray.
And Raptor just going out really low in that turn. If you guys watch Raptor in 1 and 2, he goes all the way down into the grass. That's a dangerous place to be.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it that much.
Yeah, I could
lose the car.
A couple times during practice that I got to the grass and ended up getting a little bit loose.
And Drago now moving up to the 8th position as he goes underneath Raptor. Hodge, and he drops back to 10th. We'll come back to these guys unless they're still duking it out. We'll see here coming down the front straightaway. And yeah, they're still going at it. Hodgne's made some moves. Hodgkin's moving up the field. He's got a great run.
Oh, Proud took up 2 positions.
Butler and Proud collide, but they're still going. There mustn't be any damage, but Proud now into 3rd place.
And Proud showing what he can do here in a NASCAR. He's not backing down, but we got a nice little battle, it looks like, up in the front between ACR Colonel and Wolfpack. Wolfpack finally getting up to the top 3, digging it out, going hard. Yeah, he's got a nice run off of turn 4, but Colonel seems like he's gaining. But Wolfpack with a great run off of 4, actually. He's actually gaining ground.
Yeah,
I think Woody's helping Proud draft.
Yes, Proud on at turn 1.
And Woody's all about that draft. But here goes to the inside. Colonel taps the wall. New race leader, SSR Wolfpack.
Looks like we got a 4-car battle for 3rd place. That's between PPF Proud, SSR Woody, LSEM the Butler, and SSR Kamikaze.
And Kamikaze's been a little bit quiet since the beginning of this race, but look who's not too far behind Kamikaze. It's Lucas McNeese.
Yeah, Lucas McNeese has slipped back a little bit ever since Kamikaze passed him back to 6th place. So we'll see if he can make up any ground as the race goes on.
I can say one thing, I guarantee every single driver, no matter what position they're in, no matter if they're near another car or not, they are all clenching in their chairs right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. This has been a wild race so far.
Yeah, I just hope they don't fall out of the chair trying to drive so hard.
One thing I will say, you don't know if you overshoot a turn until it's too late.
And the most important thing, you know, when you say that, Zombie, is Woody has a great run on Proud. It's all about entry. It really is. Your entry is everything.
Yeah.
And Colonel getting to the backside of Wolfpack now, so the race lead is back at it once again. Colonel says, hey, buddy, I might have made a mistake, but I'm coming right back for it.
Uh-oh, Kamikaze's let go of the gas for a couple times just now. For some weird reason, allowing Lucas McNeese to catch up to him. Let's see if Lucas can actually make it past him now.
Here goes the battle for 6 now. Lucas McNeese battling Kamikaze. Zombies stay on that lead battle right now with HCR Colonel and Wolfpack. Right now we are going to see what Lucas McNeese got here. Lucas McNeese goes way high. But Kamikaze basically goes up with him. Lucas McNeese a little off track. So Lucas McNeese with a couple of mistakes with SSR Woody now catch up to the 3rd spot. And I'm going to pull up the race map. We're going to see what's going on. And way in the back, SSR Hodgny currently running in the 10th spot, but doing a pretty good job. This is his first race in the LCM Cup. He's out of Croatia, so he's doing his best to understand how things work here in the LCM Cup, and not only that, but understand NASCAR terms. So he's been doing a very fine job, especially without a mic. Right in front of him, LCM Drago, Raptor 99 in the 8th spot. So Raptor trying to gain some ground as he's lost a little. I think those guys had some issues in the back of the pack. But here's the battle for 3rd right now. SSR Woody catching right back up to Proud. But we were talking about it earlier, guys, and Woody's all about that drafting.
Yeah, I would say the drafting might help with fuel window. But you never know. You might, if in a perfect situation, how many laps is there? 61. You might only do 60 laps, or you might need to pit one more time just to do one more lap. But
hey, we have somebody
might cancel that out.
It's Raptor 99. Raptor 99 in the pits. He hit the wall really hard. He's getting his pit done and taken care of and coming back out. But go ahead, go back to what you're saying there, Zombie. As Raptor now coming out of the pits as he had to make a pit stop.
I just had a brain fart.
Well, no matter. We got Raptor 99 in pit road.
And we got a little bit of...
In the meantime, the Colonial caught up to first.
The Butler is dropping back and Kamikaze is caught up to him. Let's see if he can get past him. Sorry about that.
So Raptor's
Colonial's
entry.
doing the same thing Woody's doing, because Colonial had a a very clear shot at taking first place on the main straight, but he decided to lift off and go behind Wolfpack.
And a nice job by Raptor getting out of the way as he made a nice little entry, so he's going to let these guys go by as he's now a lap down. So very unfortunate for Raptor early in this race, but there's still a lot of racing to go. So anything can happen, another caution comes out, he'll get his lap back. So you guys are talking about the draft, and I totally agree with what you guys are saying. I think HCR Colonel says, hey, Wolfpack, let's try to break away from these guys because they've been catching up to us since we've been battling. And Woody and Proud have been pretty much doing the same thing now. Butler and Kamikaze are now closing in with one another, and it would be Kamikaze reeling in the Butler. So Butler right now sitting at 5th spot, and he taps the wall, so I'm going to assume there comes Kamikaze. Is Kamikaze going to drive?
Kamikaze just tapped the wall too.
And a lot of this race, it's all about, in any race, it's that mental toughness, but in NASCAR, it's not only the physicality of the race, but it's also the mentality of the race. It's gut clenching. It's not like a GT circuit where you can turn, when you're making those lefts and rights, you can slow down a little bit, kind of relax just a little bit. There's really no relaxing in NASCAR. You're down, pedal to the metal, and there's not a lot you can do unless something happens, the caution comes out. So right now, these guys got to get through the mental aspect of this, not just the physical aspect and the racing aspect. As Kamikaze goes down low.
There goes Kamikaze going past Butler into 5th place. Kamikaze makes the pass. And we have a new top time in the race now. Sorry to interrupt you. SSR Woody now to the top time of the race is 48.848.
Look who's coming.
On my screen, I see Butler's doing 224 miles an hour. I need to know what he's running.
And Raptor making another pit stop. He's got damage again. He's having a hard time with the wall, so it will probably end his race if he can't get one lap back. He's the only car lap down right now, guys, and that's not really where you want to be. I mean, he can't get back on the lead lap. If a caution comes out, he can't gain that one lap back. So he's kind of in a really rough spot. But I wonder right now what Colonel and Wolfpack are thinking, because Proud is coming, guys. I mean, he's on the way. But look, Colonel's going to the inside. He's going to try to take the lead. And Colonel gets the lead on that lap. I think Colonel knows, guys. I think he sees Proud coming up from the behind, and he says, I gotta go now. We're not doing nothing. The draft is just not working, but Wolfpack's not done. I would not count Wolfpack out just yet.
Oh no.
Well, you know the old saying, when you gotta go, and he just went, obviously.
I like what you said earlier, though, Mayhem, about where you don't get a break with NASCAR. I can add on to that to say, you finish one turn, and by the time you're even think that you can relax, you're already going into the next turn.
Oh yeah, and go ahead.
Oh, that was it. I was just like saying, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, those turns, they come up so fast at such a high speed. It's not, you don't have a real lot of time to, think. You gotta know what you're gonna do every single turn. In GT racing, you got quite a bit of time to kind of analyze what you're doing, pretty often. I mean, you know the track as well, but you're not running close to 200 miles per hour on every turn, on everything. It's a huge difference in speed, especially going into big wide turns and running side by side, racing these guys. I mean, they're two totally different animals, Zombie. Wouldn't you agree?
And if you make a mistake in GT, it's anything you made a mistake for that one little straight. A straight in this game, you mess up a turn coming out of a turn, you're slower for the entire lap by like a big gap.
A big gap. And we've seen that already in this race.
And I hate to interrupt you, gentlemen. We have SSR Kamikaze coming out of the pit.
Wolfpack takes the lead. Colonel, he ended up brushing the wall coming out of turn 1. Lost about 10 miles an hour speed.
And if I had to make a prediction, I would say that PPS Proud was going to have to pit here in a couple laps. Looking at his telemetry, he has about 20% of fuel left, so he will definitely look to make the pit stop here shortly.
And you gotta think, some of these guys that are further back in pack, they had to make some early pits, so they're not concerned about what they gotta do here. I would assume that those guys, like Hodgney, Lucas McMees, Raptor, especially Raptor, would like to see this stay green. So if those leaders start, pitting, they can get a lap back, or get a little bit ahead. And we have a car in pit road. It's Lsem
We have
Butler.
cars in pit road, actually. Lucas McMees and Lsem the Butler.
I'm not sure what happened
Hodgney
with
is in
Lucas
the pit as
McMees.
well.
It looks like the guards can, if I'm correct, I don't know, this would be the first pit the front runners are doing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like
Colonial's going into the pits?
if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it's Colonel.
Is that Colonel? Yes, it is.
And it looks like pit stops are now beginning. We're getting through our green flag pit stops here. So,
I think one stopping it's possible.
Sunday's race is a very interesting race. It's a long race. It's about 130 laps. So it's going to be an interesting race. The Colonel's coming out now. Drago is now up to 4, so I wonder how long Drago still has. So he's got about 40% fuel, but he has 12% transmission damage, guys.
I mean, transmission damage wouldn't really affect that much on this track. Once you get up to speeds, you don't have to change speeds.
And Wolfpack entering the pits.
Do you have to, by mandatory, slow down? Or, is that a,
Only during caution.
Okay, because he slowed down, coming into the pits.
Well, that's just respect of the sport.
Oh.
I would assume. That's what I would take it as. Right now, though, they're getting into some lap traffic. Lucas McMees, who's a lap down. Rafter, who's, I believe, 2 laps down, which he is. Hodgney's a lap down.
Let's see if Colonial gets first.
Brown is going to have to pit either this lap or the next. His fuel is really, really...
But look who's coming, guys.
Colonial takes the...
Woody is on the way. Woody still has to pit too, but if you're watching, guys, Proud's losing ground with Woody.
Yeah, Proud is at 7% fuel. He's definitely going to come into it.
I would assume these guys
He's going to run it to the last percent.
These guys are going to probably get to about... As Lucas McMees, you can see Lucas McMees with the fresher tires being able to keep up with Woody. But I would assume this lap or the next lap they'll be making their pit stops, guys. And we have another driver in pit road, which is Hodgney again. So something happened with Hodgney as he is back in the pits.
Yeah, Proud's coming out of this lap. He's only on 4%.
4% fuel. He will definitely come in right now.
He's
a
crazy man. He's a crazy man. And Woody's following.
He's treating his like Maxwell.
Woody's less on fuel though.
Apparently.
I don't think Proud's going to make it.
This is a huge gamble by these 2 cars. And Woody's down to 2% fuel. They're going to be coasting in the pit road, guys.
Proud's just dropped down to 2%, so he might make it out of turn 4 at full speed. It all depends on how fast he takes these next 2 turns.
Woody down to 1%. He's running out of gas.
Proud's on 1%.
Proud at 1%. Oh man, they better.
And Woody's out. Woody's out of fuel. So now he's got to coast into the pits. And I'm assuming Proud is as well.
There goes Proud. This is kamikaze going into the pit. My goodness, that was
Woody's just dragging kamikaze along the pit wall. He's like, that's my position, not yours.
Oh!
He didn't even care about Proud either. He was like,
Drago's
really
now
proud.
the new race leader, ladies and gentlemen. Drago, who still has 25% fuel. So what Drago would like to see right now is a caution within the next probably 5 laps, because if he can get that caution, it will benefit Drago immensely, guys. I mean, just think about
I don't think Proud was paying attention.
I don't know if you saw this, but Proud returned the favor on Woody.
An exit.
Into the pit.
I think Proud wasn't paying attention. He wasn't even turning when he came out of the pits. I think he was on the pause screen.
So Proud, with some
man.
minor mistakes, has to get going again, but no damage on the car, so that's a good thing, guys. But Woody getting that position. But look, Woody is not too far behind Wolfpack now. And if you guys see, look how far back Wolfpack is from Colonel. I mean, it's a huge gap. I gotta ask you though, in Drago's situation right now, are you hoping for a caution?
If I'm in Dragos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would hope for as many cautions as possible, being he's on 20% fuel. So there's a good amount of cautions. And he keeps it up in a high gear and just lets it coast. I'm pretty sure he can make it with what he's got.
I think he's gonna need one more pit stop.
He's gonna need one big caution, if anything.
He's going to need one big miracle.
A good 10-lap caution, that's what it needs.
And we have a new top time in the race. HCR Colonel with a time of 48.666. Well,
That is getting up there. Even I have a hard time sometimes getting 0.6.
I couldn't even manage 0.6 in my qualifying time.
I'd say actually, Drago's hoping for a red flag instead of a yellow flag.
Well, he won't be able to pit. He'd have to wait till it goes back to yellow. So, if I was Drago, guys, I would personally want a caution now, so I can make a pit stop, get right behind the lead lap cars, have a chance, and then pray that something happens to the guys up front. Not saying we want that to happen to anybody, but right now he's the first one. He would be the first one that would be not a lap down. I believe he would be sitting in 7th right now, 6th or 7th. If I remember correctly, I think Lucas McMees is a lap down.
Yeah, he would have to pit. Like you were saying, yeah, caution. It'd be better now than later, because then at least if it happens like a couple laps before the end of the race, everybody's so low on fuel, so their cars are a lot lighter. He does it now, he's more on equal footing.
I have to say this, Raptor's back in pit road. His early success is turning into a nightmare. It seems like turn 3, he's not getting it.
I'd say turn 4 is the hardest in my opinion. Especially the time of day. If you get Indianapolis where it's like sunrise or sunset, I believe, turn 4 is pretty much you don't even see the wall on the exit.
Raptor exit.
Yeah, you must remember this track does not really have any lights either.
Yeah.
Aside from maybe parking lots outside of the track, but other than that, you will not really be able to see anything on this track at night. Hence the reason why there are absolutely no night races ran here.
Proud just shows you how much time he lost.
Well, speaking of racing, it might be a little off topic, but tomorrow the 24 Hours of Le Mans starts at 8:30 Eastern AM. And you guys looking forward to that?
Can't say I will be.
I will,
won't
but I
be
have to work.
watching that.
I'm gonna go for a 24-hour. Drago's bidding.
Alright, so here's the first pit. We'll find out where Drago lies. It's unfortunate that he had to make it, but he didn't have a lot of time.
And Colonel regains the lead. And we're getting close to the end of the race. We're on lap 43 of 61 at the moment.
So Drago now exiting pit. He's all the way back in 6th. Lucas McMees is coming. And Lucas McMees is actually still in the lead lap, guys. So from 8th back is either a lap down or more. So Kamikaze is the first lap down right now. And Kamikaze, feeling good. Lucas McMees is going to need to stay out as long, run as clean as he can. Because if something happens, if we get a caution, things should, work out for him. He's ran a very consistent race. I mean, one of the biggest surprises, but my biggest sleeper is currently leading this race, and Colonel is showing what he is made of right now. As the battle for second is starting to heat up, Woody is caught up to Wolfpack, so here they go. Two guys who dropped down from the A to the B main. Wolfpack, who won't be able to make Sunday's race, came down for position points. Woody, who did the same, but then found out he could make the A main, forcing himself to actually still have to race in the B. So here these two guys go.
Yeah, currently your drivers that will be going into the A main consist of HDR Colonel, SSR Wolfpack, but he will be giving up his position due to him not being able to participate. PPS Proud and Lsem the Butler. Now, depending on if Lsem Drago keeps going the way he has been racing, he will be advancing due to Wolfpack forfeiting his position.
And that is true. And right now, Lucas McMees is going to need to find some type of speed because he's a couple turns away from Drago right now. So Lucas McMees is looking for a caution, if anything, right now to help him as Wolfpack is starting to lose ground. Here comes Woody. Woody with a big run on Wolfpack. But I think
last check, Lucas McMees was exactly 5 seconds back from Lsem Drago. So let's see if he can make that up.
HDR Colonel, who's a late bloomer who missed qualifying this week, made it last minute, as some others have done.
Last lap, HDR Colonel was close to running his best time. He ran a 49.068. Let's see if he can get that down to 48.5s or maybe 48.4s.
And you guys, this has been a very good race, but early on was a little bit wild, but these guys have finally got in. It seems like every week the beginning of the race is always a little exciting, I think, for the drivers. I think we saw that earlier in this race, but it seems like as the race goes on, people kind of see how, other drivers feel, because a lot of these guys have never ran these cars before. So it's a new feel, learning how to race side by side. Is that one of the biggest challenges, Zombie, when getting into a new car every week? You've been here since day one of the Lsem Cup. You've been driving different cars every single week. What is the biggest challenge transitioning from car to car to car?
I would say the biggest challenge is getting used to how the car turns. Like, for example, the BMW race last week. Those BMWs, they understeered a lot. And then you go to a track like NASCAR with these NASCARs, and the rear is very loose. The week prior to the BMW race, I believe, was the V8 supercar race. And those cars felt very planted. So every week the car's got its own. It's just a matter of understanding how the car handles.
Yeah. Right now Woody lost ground on Wolfpack, so somewhere it slipped up. But I gotta ask you something, and I know Red Raider, this is your first week in the Lsem Cup, and I'm sure you're very excited, Red Raider, but Zombie, please walk me through or tell me what has been your biggest moment so far this season, And what was your favorite race so far this season? Whether you were in the race or out of the race, what just has been?
I would say my favorite moment and my favorite race was probably the F1 race. A lot of people think that I got it was just I lost the luck on that race. But even if I had second place, but with fuel issues and tire issues, I lost all the way and I dropped down to fourth. That race I was right alongside Lawrence the entire time, and we were trading positions back and forward, doing what real racing is. And although I lost that on the win or the second place, just always constantly battling with him. I don't care if I finished in last place or even disconnected. That was by far the best race I've ever had in this series.
And what was the most exciting outside of that? What was the most exciting race to you outside of the F1? Was the F1 your favorite race overall, or was there another one that might have stuck out?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Everything.
Well, it was a great race.
Every aspect.
I mean, I watched that race. You guys were battling side by side. That was a thrill. Red Raider, I gotta ask you though. This is your first week in the Lsem Cup. What are you looking forward to most?
Just the racing, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, that's all I gotta hear from there. And guys, I have to point this out. 11 laps to go, but Colonel might have to make another pit stop. He is down to 32% fuel, and I don't know if that's enough.
Whoa.
And right behind him, Wolfpack.
I think he can make it.
Woody is the most likely one to finish on fuel.
He needs a caution.
Lap 60.
I think he would need a caution.
Yeah, if there is no caution between now and the finish of the race, I predict Colonel to be pitting on exactly lap 60.
I do have to also point this out, guys. Lsem the Butler's down to 30% fuel as well, and he's in 5th. Two guys in front of him are both at 47% fuel. Drago, who made the latest pit stop, is at a perfect 69% fuel, so Drago has no worries.
Yeah, he definitely has enough fuel to go the rest of the way. As for the others, they look crossing their fingers right now.
Lucas McMees has only 30% fuel left. Kamikaze, who's the first car lap down, is at 44, so he's not even in the running right now unless some big break happens to him. Raptor pit road again, just struggling with the wall. And guys, the lead is now dimming down. Do you feel that Colonel is now trying to save fuel?
What place is, let me see.
Wolfpack also losing ground as he's trying. They might be trying to save fuel, guys. I don't know if they'll make it to the end here with 8 laps to go.
Well, Crown has 41% left, so he might actually make it the rest of the way and end up winning this race.
But Woody also has the same amount of fuel left. Those two guys made the pit stop at the same time, so if anything bad happens here, Woody and Proud are ready to go. Butler might not make it on fuel, which means Drago would end up moving up to 5th if he would catch him. Now, again, this is fuel mileage here, guys. We don't have any idea, and this is, it's funny, guys. You're broadcasting tonight. This is a good chance for you guys to kind of see what happens with these cars and how long certain laps take for fuel and tire wear, and so this might be a benefit to you guys, but I don't know. This is going to be really close. I don't think Colonel has enough fuel. He's down to 21% fuel now. This is not what he's been hoping for. I'm sure this is not what he was expecting. He was one of the early top 5 drivers to make a pit stop. That could bite him here late in this race, unless he can find a way to coast or save fuel. How do you save fuel, though, here, Zombie? I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any real way to do so.
He could really pull a really crazy one, and he could ask Wolfpack, being that he's in the same position, hey, if I lift off a
bit, and you get up behind me. Can you push me on the straights, and I'll do that for the main straight, and then we'll switch
Hey,
off, and I'll
Zombie, I
push
hate
you
to
for the...
interrupt you. I don't know if you noticed, but Raptor has dropped from the race.
And Raptor sending his vehicle back to the trailer, so his race, his night will come to a close as he was struggling all night long. We had some early hopes for him in this race as he was showing some really nice signs of good drive, and we thought he had a chance to make top 5. So unfortunate night for Raptor, who's been progressively getting better every week. But yes, Red Raider, I did see that. I was just letting Zombie finish up what he had to say. So apologies, Zombie, on the interruption. But guys,
It's okay.
Colonel down to 15% fuel, 6 laps to go. But go ahead, Zombie.
I would say the two options is, slow down, let the other guy catch up, and then have both of them push each other to the finish, or whoever's in front of Colonel, see if he can negotiate him to slow down and push him to the finish. That'd be something I would try to do.
And we look back at Wolfpack. Wolfpack with 4% more fuel, but Wolfpack still, that might not be enough for Wolfpack. I mean, Wolfpack's definitely been backing off on the car, I think. Woody's gained quite a bit of ground on him, and when Woody lost a lot of ground, PBS Proud sitting in the 4th spot, also doing okay, but the big story right now is, can Colonel make it?
If he had maybe 6-8% more fuel in the tank, I bet you he could have pulled the Rossi from 2016 for the Indy 500, but...
Yes, that was a memorable win for Alexander Rossi as well.
I think Colonel's gambling, guys.
Colonel's going all out. He's doing what I did in Spa.
The problem is,
Colonel has only 10% fuel left.
maybe he could talk to Lucas McMees and pushing him, but will Lucas McMees be enough to help him? I just don't think so.
You have to completely lift off on the straights.
Lucas McMees says, hey, he wants Lucas McMees. He's trying to do the draft. The draft is what's going to save him fuel right now, and that's why he's staying behind Lucas. He knows that that is the best fuel strategy right now. As you see Wolfpack now entering the picture, and we have a car on pit road.
8%.
Hodgney taking his pit stop. Woody just waiting.
He's going to run out on fuel on lap 59.
Wolfpack now moving up the field. Wolfpack, can he have enough fuel? That's the question. They are only a few percentage difference. This is exciting, guys. I mean, this is what it's all about. Can Colonel hold him off? Wolfpack closing it in. I mean, this is great stuff right now. We got a battle in the making here. But you know who's also not too far behind? Woody's slowly creeping up. But here comes Wolfpack. Now he's going to battle him for the lead.
They may be about it, but they're going to have to pit the next lap. Colonel's down to 5% fuel. I don't think he'll make it around the next lap. He's going to come in now.
If he don't come in, he's throwing it all.
What will Colonel do?
He's going
He's doing it now. He's doing what Brown's doing. Oh, he's on 3% crossing the line. He's going to run out by the 4th turn.
He's going to run out by the straight.
What is Wolfpack on?
Wolfpack's not in any better shape, but he's got a better chance.
Wolfpack might make it.
He's got a better chance. That's why I said that. He's definitely got the best chance. But right now, Colonel...
Actually, no, he'll be 1 lap too short.
So Woody just waiting for these guys to dim down. Wolfpack now realizes he doesn't have enough fuel. Colonel probably going to make the pit stop here now. This is what Woody wants to happen. Woody's been practicing hard all week. Can it pay off? Will this pay off? Colonel looking like he might stay out. He is staying out. He's staying out.
Oh, he's crazy. He's crazy.
No way.
He's relying off the momentum. Oh, he's out of fuel.
He's out of fuel.
Control.
Can he coast? I think Wolfpack, there goes the lead, Wolfpack! Colonel's gonna try to coast around. Woody to the inside! And now the question remains, can Wolfpack hold off Woody? Colonel, all out of fuel, all alone!
Wolfpack with 3% fuel. He might run out going down the front straight.
And Colonel handling the car. And here it goes, Woody to the outside! Wolfpack down low! Woody now taking the lead, it's up to Woody now!
Wolfpack's going to coast around to the finish. He wants that.
This moment, I would be begging Woody to just push me to the fourth turn, and then at least then you can.
Final lap. They're on their last lap. Woody, now the race leader. Colonel now making it into pit road. Colonel, who has to hurry up and get out of pit road.
Wolfpack's out of fuel.
Yeah, Wolfpack looks like he's going to finish in the top 3 because I don't think the closest to him is Colonel. Colonel's currently.
Wait, Wolfpack's got fuel again. Running on.
Lsem Drago is now into
And here it comes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, off of turn number 4. Guys in pit road, but Woody with the pit strategy will take it here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Race winner, and not too far behind him with another great little strategy, PBS Proud. And look who it is, Wolfpack, out of fuel. He says, hey guys, don't forget about me. And Wolfpack just gonna get across the line without fuel. Wow! And look at this, guys. Drago!
To the transfer.
Drago up the fourth!
Because we got HCR Colonel come out of the pit and LCM.
This is our Kamikaze.
Kamikaze gets into the transfer position in front of Colonel coming out of the pit. That will bump Butler out of the spot to move into the A main. So now Butler has to try to catch up to Colonel to start finish line, but I doubt that will happen as he is significantly behind.
And Kamikaze, who was so silent throughout this entire race, was a lap down, looking like he's going to take home the 5th place spot as long as nothing goes wrong
Or
here.
not, because
Going up to turn 4. Here he comes.
Colonel might take 5th.
They're going side by side.
It's Kamikaze! What a battle at the end there.
And Lsem the Butler finishing 7th. Actually, Butler does advance. Wolfpack is out, so Butler will advance.
No, Colonel is advancing. Or is Woody already in that? Or does Woody position not count because he's already in the A main?
No, Wolfpack can't race on Sunday.
Yes, but Colonel
Wolfpack
finished 6th.
can't. No, but Wolfpack can't make the race, so 6th and 7th advance.
Ah, okay.
Oh wait.
That's
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Butler will not advance. You're correct. So
yeah, that's
once
what I was
again,
asking. Woody finishing first. He's already in A main.
no, he had to race. He was forced to race tonight.
Okay.
So we're gonna bring those.
That's
We're gonna
what
bring
needs
the top,
clarification.
I'm gonna bring the top 5 drivers in for interviews. So you guys just download it for me as I'm gonna do some of the driver interviews here. Oh my gosh, this game. As we start pulling the drivers in.
I feel so bad for
That was
Proud had it, but he completely wasn't paying attention coming out of the pit, and he lost about 3-4 seconds right there.
And ladies and gentlemen, while we wait for the race to end here,
Any more of a
Red
race?
Raider, please wait. Let me get them all in here. I'll start asking them the questions. And you guys can jump in and out. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put in the drivers now of the Cup as it was one heck of a race. And wow, that's all I got to say. Wow, what a finish. As Lsem the Butler did finish 7th, and Raptor will finish out 10th. But I got to start with HCR Colonel, and you guys who are just now tuning in, and actually right now we're waiting for these guys to be able to get into the party. So they're still connecting, so we'll just give them a minute. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, the winner was SSR Woody, but guys that are just joining the party for these interviews, please make sure your party audio is on. Thank you. But I'm going to start with HCR Colonel, because Wolfpack cannot race. And is he in here? He is not in here yet.
No, he's not.
Let me get Colonel. All right. So, anyways, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with you, Drago, and then I'll move to Kamikaze right after that. But Drago, fourth place finish, top 5, as HCR Colonel just joins in with us. And Colonel, make sure that your party audio is on as well, please. But Drago, you ran one. It was one heck of a race for you, man. Very struggles early on. You had the lead for a little while midway through the race. Found your way all the way back to about almost 8th at one point, battling, and it just seemed like your late pit. You know, we were talking between Zombie and Red Raider. We said, well, he's going to need a caution here because they're going green flag and green flag pit stops. We don't know what's going to happen. Well, come to find out, these guys are running out of fuel at the end. Were you surprised to see where you ended up here in this race? Drago, make sure your party audio's on. It's not on. No, you don't. Click on your party, and then click on party audio. Yeah, just hit the center button, click on your party, and then click on party audio. It's at the top.
There it is.
Alright, go ahead and
I was, well, congratulations to everybody that ran. Congratulations to the leaders. I really didn't know where I was after that wreck, and I had to pit around lap 16 or so. And I started calculating, and I thought, well, you know, I could probably run my fuel all the way up to mid-40s, at least to a mid-40 range in laps, which is what I did. I was coasting in on my second pit. And as I calculated that, well, that was the only other pit that I needed. So it just turned out that way. I was lucky. I was lucky in the way it turns out, because, like you said, the leaders, the top leaders, which are really fast drivers, they were having trouble there. I am surprised, and all I can say is I think I was lucky in the rotation of the team.
Well, nonetheless, Drago, your late pit strategy paid off. It might have helped that you had to pit early on, but you were basically the final pit stop before the last few laps of that race. So big news for you, as you'll end up advancing to the A main with those other drivers who are already there. But congratulations on fourth place finish. Definitely, we were not expecting that up here in the booth, but once again, congratulations on a good night. SSR Kamikaze, you are one of the biggest stories in that race. And make sure your audio's on, please. I gotta ask you, Kamikaze, early in that race, you were battling for position in about the top 4 or 5 spot. It was a really good battle. You guys went 3 wide, you, Lucas McMees, and Raptor, 3 wide off of turn 1. It looked like you got a little bit too high with Lucas McMees. Big accident between 3 of you. Had to go back in the back of the pack. Later on in the race, you were almost 2 laps down at one point. You were fighting to stay on the, be the first car lap down. And then I gotta ask you, how surprised were you at the end of the race? You were another one we did not see coming there late with all the fuel mileage strategies basically going away, cars stripping off. So how did it see for you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I did not expect to get fifth at all. You know, I was down, 7,000 feet, and I'm like, man, we're coming up close at the end, and I was like, man, I need to put my pedal to the metal and drive it, basically. And yeah, those guys ran out of gas, and holy cow, it was a fight to the end.
And a fight to the end, indeed, and it was really exciting at the end. We were watching everybody's fuel, and we knew Colonel was down at least 2 laps left. He tried everything he could, same with Wolfpack, but Wolfpack, with a little bit extra fuel, got him where he needed to be at the end. But you got to be happy making it to the A-main on Sunday night.
Oh yeah, definitely. I am definitely happy about that.
Can't wait.
And I'm sure Team Monsters are happy about that. FNG is also in that race as he qualified in there, so you have to race alongside your teammate once again, so that's a good feeling as well, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
And congratulations to you, SSR Kamikaze. HCR Colonel, you are next. Colonel, the fastest car on the track all race long. Looking back on it, do you feel like that early pit stop bit you just a little bit? Were you planning on pitting that early? Were you planning on running out of fuel at the end? How close did you know you were going to be on fuel?
No, definitely didn't plan on running out of fuel. There was a miscommunication with the gas man, and he didn't put all. And towards the end, the radio quit working. They were telling me to pit, and I did not hear it because they knew we were going to be short. And just ended up not bringing the Superflow Chevy to victory lane like I was hoping. But I think we're going to come back strong next week and we'll see what we can do.
Well,
not disappointed with our effort at all.
Well, the big news here is with Wolfpack not being able to race Sunday, which is why he's racing here tonight for position points, that advances you to actually Sunday's race. So you are in Sunday's race as of right now.
Crying inside right now.
And I gotta ask you, Colonel, at the end of that race, Colonel, you know, and I gotta also ask you from early on, it was a lot of chaos early on in the race, a lot of excitement, a lot of early jumpers. It just seemed like you guys were battling really hard early on, and I felt like I was telling Zombie, I was telling Red Raider that, you know, they're going at it way too hard. It's, you know, we see this every week, and you know, why is everybody jumping so early, trying to get up to the field so fast, but you have so many laps to go? And then the other thing there, right at the end, you had Kamikaze in your sights. Do you feel like you could have got him with one more lap?
I do. I was only good car length behind him at the start finish, and if I had one more lap, if I had been able to hear my spotter and everybody tell me to pit, I think it would have been a lot closer.
Well, congratulations on making it, as I'm sure that's not the way you like to make it. I'm sure you feel like you had the best car out there today, but congratulations nonetheless. And we'll see you Sunday night here at Indianapolis. And I got to come to you, Wolfpack. Congratulations on a third place finish. I'm sure you're a little disappointed that you won't be able to make Sunday's race, which is the reason why you came down here. And I'm sure you're not satisfied finishing third, as you probably felt like you had a decent enough car to win this race here tonight.
Yeah, I felt very disappointment of running out of field, but luckily I still made it and being in the top 5. That's all that matters. To be honest, I believe Colonel would have won the race if he could have saved up fuel or if he pitted a little bit later, but gas calculations is really hard, and I tried to pit a little later, but I couldn't because I didn't have enough gas to go around one more lap. If I had one more lap to go around, I probably had enough chance to make it and get first, but it's alright. Congratulations to Woody for winning the race. Good races for Colonel. Everybody in the race, congratulations. You know, you guys race hard. It's really hard to go side by side. It's hard to stay in the draft. It's hard to race by yourself when you have no partner. And I would say, honestly, what people pitted during caution, I think that was a smart move. I should have done that. You had a most likely win the race if I did that, but it's whatever. And I would like to say good luck to the top 5 guys that's going in. Luckily, I cannot make it on Sunday, so unfortunately, but still glad I got third place. Colonel can just take my spot, and I'm pretty sure, hopefully, he can win this race over here on Sunday.
That's great sportsmanship by you, and this is your first Lsem Cup race. I'm sure it was a lot of fun for you, and I'm sure you're looking forward to the weeks to come. So congratulations on a third place finish, and we'll see you next week. PPS Proud, how you doing here, man? I gotta say, what a race for you. this isn't the car, this isn't the type of racing that normally suits you, but you came into it, had to start back in the field. It seemed like early on in the race, Proud, you really struggled with like the first 20 laps. It seemed like you just couldn't find a rhythm. A lot of accidents happened. You actually had to avoid an accident. You almost got collected up in on the back straightaway. It looked like you had to make a late dive. I want to know how much did you miss that? I mean, on our screen it looked like it was just by an inch, but it just.
No, we actually touched. I actually touched his car, but I didn't get any damage from it.
And that's what we saw. And
oh, I was quite lucky.
well, as the race started to really unfold, and after all those wrecks, the last caution, we didn't see another caution the rest of the race. You had a really, really strong car, one of the top 3 probably fastest times out there, which I believe you did. And I gotta ask you, Proud, how hard was it trying to get up to the field? And were you expecting to be top 5? I mean, it just like I said, it didn't.
No, to be honest, I just turned up because I thought I should. I've never drove them cars before. I don't know any NASCAR rules whatsoever. I was going into this race blind. And first 20, 30 laps, I had no idea. On some corners I was dropping to 3rd until I realised I'd just stay in 4th the whole lap. It was ridiculous. But then once I got a rhythm, I was okay.
I gotta ask you, just what makes these cars so much different than your normal? I know you're a GT car type of guy, but what's so different about the 2 cars for you?
Well, I don't know if I can compare what's different with the cars, but going round and round in a circle, bloody boring. And I just couldn't figure it out. It was just like making stupid mistakes. I knew what lines to stay on, but I'd try something different on the next lap and it just wouldn't work, and I'd lose 4 attempts. And I just used it as a chance to get into A main and see what I could do.
Well, and your teammate not being able to make it, this is probably really big for you guys. Team PPS this last week, you guys didn't really make much of a showing. Lucky made an attempt but didn't make it through. So it's probably really big news for you guys. And I'm sure you're really happy with your result, finishing 2nd. So congratulations to you, and we'll definitely see you on Sunday.
Thank you very much.
All right, Proud, and we know it's a little bit late for you, so I'm sure you're gonna head out of here and try to get some sleep. But
I'm off to bed.
Thanks again, buddy, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Good racing, boys. See you.
And ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour, SSR Woody 19. And I gotta ask, Woody, you, out of everybody, probably had the most up and down race. You had major mistakes early on in the race. You were the first one with the caution. You got into another caution. It just seemed like nothing was working out for you, but once the race unfolded, you really showed everybody what you were made of. And we expected this. At least I did. I expected you to come out firing hard, but you kind of made me a little shaky early in that race. Are you surprised that you ended up in the lead? Because Colonel was gone. He was gone. Wolfpack tried to stick with him as long as he could. Unfortunately, fuel strategy did take effect. What was your plan? Did it just work out the way you wanted to, or was it just the luck of the draw because of how many mistakes happened early in your race?
Actually, the early cautions I thought they were going to take a toll on me, but they actually kind of played in my favor. I was able to stretch out the gas to make it only a one stop on the green flag. Seeing where Colonel pitted, I knew he was probably going to be short. Wolfpack I didn't expect to be. But Colonel was just, if Colonel wouldn't run out of gas, he was going to run away with that one. So I was hoping that he was short on gas, and sure enough, it worked out in my favor.
And you're going to see Colonel again on Sunday night, as you confirmed earlier today that you were going to be able to make Sunday's race after confirming that you weren't going to be able to make the race, which forced you into tonight's race. Still, I've asked Cody Pennant this, and Cody's been very fortunate the last 5 weeks. He's just been on top of his game. Normally, you have to run to the B. Does it really? How much does it help you? I should say, having to go through a B main. You're used. You've come and gone throughout the season. You've seen your C's and B's. You've made some A's. Would you rather be in the A, or do you enjoy running up to the B's?
It's nice being able to just go straight to the A main. That way I don't got a little fighting to get in. Because the B mains, like we saw in the beginning, everyone's in a hurry to get to the front and get to those transfer spots. But getting that little bit of extra practice is nice. especially knowing that Colonel's going to be making it too. I know I'll have a drafting partner.
And we were watching, and you were preaching all week long, Woody, about drafting, and we watched you try to do that with Proud early in this race, and you guys were catching up to Colonel and Wolfpack, and those two were battling it out. I mean, was that your guys' strategy, or were you just going with it? Were you just kind of saying, "Hey, I'm going to draft and go with this and see if Proud understands," or did you guys talk it out? I mean, because at one point you guys were starting to catch him, but ended up Colonel looked like he started pushing Wolfpack. So, how did that play out?
Yeah. Proud wanted me to push him. I tried pushing him. But like he said, he was having problems holding the line. I was trying to push him because I saw those two up there fighting each other a little bit, switching back and forth. But I mean, I'm willing to push anyone on these tracks. It don't matter who you are, I'll push you.
And you were definitely trying, but did it seem like at one point in the race, Woody, it wasn't working anymore?
Yeah. I mean, I was able to draft a little bit with Wolfpack because he was able to hold the line a little better. I couldn't get the Colonel's bumper. I knew if I could get Colonel's bumper, we'd probably check out because me and him done this so much together in the past. But it was too hard to stay with Proud. It was just too hard to stay behind him. And then once I got around him, he couldn't really hold it behind me either.
Well, congratulations, Woody, and you definitely put on a show, and I'm sure you will take this win going into Sunday.
Oh yeah.
And Red Raider, are you still with me?
Yes, I am.
Do you have any questions for any of these drivers that are currently still here? I know Proud went to bed, but and Kamikaze came back. But do you have any questions for any of these drivers before we head off here tonight?
Well, I'm just wondering if Kamikaze was afraid that Colonel was going to pass him up before he got to the finish line, because Colonel was coming up pretty fast on you at the end.
Yeah, I seen that he was coming up. I had to let off at that in turn 4. I was afraid that I was going to hit the wall and then he was going to catch me. So I let up off a little bit, and he ended up coming right up to me, and we had a little battle.
And Butler, I believe you're in here too.
Butler is not.
He left check out. But go ahead and continue asking questions.
But speaking of Butler, Colonel, I saw that lap when you ran out of gas and had to make a pit, that you and Butler had pit on the same lap. Were you afraid that Butler would somehow find a way to catch you at the end as you two came out of the pit?
I was not aware that we were fighting for position until we were halfway through the pit stop. I noticed that he was, they told me over the radio that I got to floor it coming out of the pits because he's fighting for position. So I was having to worry about Kamikaze and worry about him at the same time. But it worked out pretty well.
Well, on that note, I gotta say, everybody, congratulations. The final looks like this, and on the screen, because I think Butler dropped out a little early, drops her down. But the finishing order looks like this. SSR Woody with the victory here tonight. PPS Proud with the second place finish. Third is Wolfpack. Fourth, Drago. Fifth is SSR Kamikaze. Colonel sitting in that sixth spot. Butler in the seventh position. Lucas McMees, who had a very strong race early on with a disappointing finish there in eighth. Ninth would be SSR Hodgney, as this is his first race as well in the Lsem Cup. It seemed like he did a pretty good job. I'm sure the guys that were in the party with him, knowing that he's from Croatia and he's got some English in him, and so he understands. But first NASCAR race for him, so he did a very great job. So congratulations to Hodgney on his ninth place finish in his first race here in the Lsem Cup. And then Raptor, who was so good early on, disappointing finish for him. So there's your top 10 here tonight. Sunday night, ladies and gentlemen, 5 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time start time for this event, and that would be 10 p.m. GMT UK time. So we're looking forward to that in 2 days. From the drivers to the commentary booth, I would like to say thank you to Lsem Zombie, who is not here with us anymore, and SSR Red Raider for commentary alongside me tonight, as they also will be ready for their race Sunday night. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, that was a very exciting race, and hopefully we'll see more of that action on Sunday. From the drivers, and once again from the commentary booth, I'm SSR Mayhem saying thank you and good night.